Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to your weekly Astro Forecast. So if you've watched my video that I've uploaded earlier on, that is the weekly energy forecast for all of us as a collective. That's like the weather. Now what I'm going to be doing here is for each sign where we get to navigate the energy for each of us. So it's a bit more personal, okay? So we're starting off with our Aries friends, and the first card that came up for you guys is Storm Fields. Now, this is the fun part with the storm. A storm is never fun, but a storm always clears. If we think about what a storm does in nature, it clears the energy, it brings balance, and it's a purifier. So this week, the overall energy for all of us out there is a very slow-moving, very deliberate energy. And if you want to irritate an Aries person, give them something that's slow, right? So this week you might feel a bit agitated by things happening quite slowly in your life, right? So just know that as these stormy feelings come up and as you witness the storm around you, you want to be patient with this because this too shall pass, okay? The next card, Goblins. Goblins is all about our little fears, right? So as we're facing storms, Aries, your goblins are going to wake up. These are the little guys that say, this will never work out. This is awful. I'm not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. You know, all that the little voice that sits in the back of your head. Those are your goblins, okay? But what you want to do is make friends with these guys. You want to make friends with your goblins because goblins hold treasure, always. Okay, they always hold treasure. And that treasure could be maybe the little goblin that says this is never going to work out. Maybe it's teaching you patience. It's the gift of patience, right? So really listen to your fears. Don't poo-poo them and shy away from them. Say to them, okay, guys, I know you're there, but I know you're here to teach me patience. Or I know that you're here to teach me to be positive. Or whatever it is that your fears are bringing to the surface due to the storm. Okay, they're temporary things. Okay. Oh, wishing well. Now, wishing well means you get to choose different. So when you witness what's leaving your life or what's going pear-shaped or whatever's not working out for you, you get to wish for something different, something new. And again, I'm hearing this saying, be careful of what you wish for because you just might get it, okay? But I'm also hearing anything is possible. Anything is possible for you guys this week, right? So just honor your patience. Know that everything is going to be okay in the eye of the storm. There's lots of, like I said in the previous video, lots of stormy energy out there. But now you get to wish. You get to really focus on what it is that you want and take action towards what you want, although it's going to be a slow process. But you'll get there. Okay, so that's Aries. Let's put that back. Now let's see what energy do we have for our Taurus sparkly peeps here. What energy and guidance is here for Taurus this week? Okay. Oh, also storm fields. Okay, we're not tuning into the energy of this card for you guys. This is to do with the material in your life. So in other words, maybe you've had to let go of something material, whether it be a job, whether it be a home. I'm hearing the words downsize. So you guys might be feeling the desire to downsize and simplify your life, or a downsizing is being forced upon you. Like you might be feeling like this downsize is something you have to do, not because you really want to, okay? But remember, storms are clearings. They come here to clear the way, to clear the path for something better, okay? It's just a storm and storms do pass, but I am hearing loudly you guys are safe. There's nothing to fear, none at all. Okay, the next card, Rescue. Okay. So, yeah, this card talks about if you feeling like that victim, like, poor me, I'm so hard done by, life is just so awful in the storm that's going on. It's all just going to shit, right? They're saying that you need to rescue yourself, right? And how you rescue yourself, I'm hearing, is change the story that you project onto what's going on in your life. Again, let's use the career as an example. Let's say you're in the throes of being retrenched or you've lost your job. And of course, that's horrific. I mean, let's be real. It's not a pleasant space to be. It's not a nice feeling, right? But please know that the good part of this is that you're being redirected to something better. So change the story, because let's be real, maybe you hated that job, or maybe you were sick and tired of it, or maybe you weren't growing in that job. So think about how you can rescue yourself here by changing your story about how you are perceiving the storm, okay? You need to rescue yourself, right? Another aspect of this is there's going to be a few of us Taurus friends out there that are maybe feeling the desire to rescue others. And Spirit is saying, you got to stay in your own lane. Make sure you're okay. Make sure you are equipped to rescue other people. In other words, if your airplane is going down, make sure you've got the mask on before you try and help other people. Okay, interesting. Then we have wide open. Oh my hat, this makes so much sense. So the storm field is clearing away what doesn't work for you guys. You need to save yourself by changing your story about how you view things, because you're wide open now. Okay, if you look at this lady standing on that rock, and there's what looks like an eagle above her head, or a butterfly. Butterflies change, it's changed. So as you face this change in front of you now, you are wide open. In other words, anything can happen now, right? What is it that you want to have in place of what is leaving your life? Put your focus there, because there's some good stuff coming here, I'm hearing. And I'm hearing the word security. Security is coming. So just take a deep breath. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that's Taurus. Now let us have a look at Gemini. What energy is here for our Gemini sparkly people? Okay, Gemini. That card, that one, and that one. Gemini, we have rescue. Can't make this shit up, I tell you. Anyway, okay, so here we have the rescue card. So here this talks about, like, you might be feeling a little bit in victim mode this week, like life has just gotten a little bit too much. Okay, life has just been a little bit overbearing, let's be real, and now you're waiting to be saved, right? Spirit is saying the bad news is nobody's coming to save you. The good news is you are equipped to save yourself this week. Okay, so here, be sure to rescue yourself. And Spirit is reminding you guys, you Gemini guys, you've got a very powerful mind. You have the ability to see clearly when most of us really can't. Okay, so exercise your objectivity, see things clearly, and start thinking about a plan of how you can dig yourself out of where you're at the moment. Okay, and then also I'm hearing, be mindful of your own energy, because you're going to feel very needed this week, because Gemini people love to be needed, let's be fair. Okay, so instead of rushing off to rescue other people, rescue you first. Make sure you're equipped before you rush off and save the planet. Okay, the next card, magic prayer. So here Spirit is saying loudly that this is to do with your prayers, your intentions, your objectives are very powerful this week. Your prayers are being heard. So they're asking you guys to shift your focus from woe is me, I'm so hard done by, this is all just going to hell. Shift it to, I am my own savior. I can do this. I can co-create with Spirit to guide me to my next best thing. I know what it is that I want to experience. Let me keep my mind there, because it's magic, right? Your thoughts are magical. They create things. And then we have encouragement. Isn't this beautiful? Look at the card. Okay, so this card speaks about, as much as you might be feeling like life is going to hell, okay, it's not. There's encouragement. I'm hearing keep going. This here that you want, the magic that you want in your life, keep going. Yes, it's slow. Anything worth having, anything worth doing is slow, right? It takes time. Like a special order in a restaurant. It takes time, okay? Fast food, which is unsatisfying, you can get it like this. But the good stuff, it takes time. So you're being encouraged to not give up. You can do this. You're going to get there. Spirit is saying, don't give up before the miracle happens. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's Gemini. Now let's focus on our Cancerian friends. What guidance is here for our Cancer sparkly peeps? Cancer. That one. God, I love doing these videos. Okay, so Cancer, we have mountain. So the mountain talks about when we're dealing with a situation in our lives that is a challenge, okay? Do we want to really climb up and over the challenge, which is arduous and frustrating? And our past stories tell us that, where we could have taken the easy route. We don't have to go up and over it again. We can just go around it. So here Spirit is saying, stop struggling. Don't go over the mountain, go around it. There's an easier way. Give some thought as to how can you get over or around the obstacle easier. Take the easy route. Okay. The next card that comes up is Magical Map Shifter. So this talks about somebody that you're going to encounter this week that is going to make your journey a little bit easier. So this could be a friend. It could be a wise person, somebody who's just got the right thing to say, and Spirit is saying be open to it. The less you focus on struggling, the more you open up to help, right? There is help here. Somebody is going to help you or guide you or give you some sort of wisdom or give you the next right action to take. Keep an open mind. Okay. And the next one is One Ring Circus. So this card talks about boundaries, right? In other words, I love that saying, not my circus, not my monkeys. So what you want to remember as you're working on all of this that's going on in your life, boundaries. Focus on you this week, please, right? We can't be always going out and rescuing the whole planet. Have your boundaries. Only say yes if you really mean yes, and no when you really mean no, okay? Know your worth also, I'm hearing this week. Know your value. Say no to drama. Stay in your own lane. Oopsie. Focus on your own mountains. I just dropped the card. But focus on your own mountains. They're yours. You can't focus on everybody else's mountains right now. Because Spirit is saying we tend to do that when we want to distract ourselves from our own problems. We then get involved in other people's. Not a good idea. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let's pick up this card and let's see what guidance is here for our Leo sparkly friends. It's Leo season for us Leos, where we get to shine and we get to share our magic. Okay, let's see what guidance is here for us sparkly Leos this week. Let's see, that one pops out. That one, oh, two, okay. Clearly a little birthday present there, 2 cards in one. Okay, what guidance is here for Leo? We have Ride the Wave. So this card talks about no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what's going on in the world around you, go with the flow. Okay, because when we push against the current, we drown, we struggle, not ideal. Go with the flow this week, Leo. Go with the flow. Keep it simple. The 2 that came out together was Magic Map Shifter and One Ring Circus. So this is about boundaries, right? Not getting sucked into the drama of the world around you, right? Say no to drama this week. Go with the flow, right? A Magical Map Shifter is about allowing yourself to be helped by others. Leo, we know this. Us Leos love to do everything all by ourselves. We like to be super independent, sometimes to our own bloody deficit. So this week, allow ourselves to be helped, say yes to help, and say no to the drama of others. Don't rush off to be helping everybody around you, especially if you're exhausted, tired, depleted. Only say yes if you have the time and the energy to do so, okay? Say no to drama and say yes to you being helped for a change, okay? Swallow your pride and accept that help, Leo. Okay. Then we have intention. Okay. So this card here talks about where is it that you want to go next? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to experience? Set your intentions this week, because we're still in this Lion's Gate energy. Quite a potent portal for manifestation. And I'm hearing coming out of your shell. This really is your week to shine, Leo. This really is. So set your intentions of what you want, because Spirit is saying you'll get it. Whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve here, you will get it. But the recipe to get there, go with the flow, say no to drama, allow yourself to be supported. Go for it. Okay. So that's Leo. Okay, now, oh, crikey, drop that on the floor too. Okay, so now we have Virgo. What guidance is here for our Virgo friends? Virgo. That one, and that one. Okay, what guidance is here for Virgo for this week? We have flying. So here, if you look at this beautiful unicorn and the fairy that's on her back, looks like a fairy, she's hovering above this labyrinth underneath. So instead of trying to figure out all the details and get it, oh, Virgo people love details, don't they? Okay, so this is the week of rising above the details, not getting lost in the maze and the labyrinth of life. Rise above it, right? So when you rise above things, then it's easy to see the picture clearly. It's easy to see what's going on around you. It's easy to see the answers, and it's easy to see where you're headed. We don't have to do things the hard way. Okay, so let's see, what do we have? Goblins. Okay, so the goblins is what you're going to find in this maze. The more we struggle with details, the more goblins we find. And the goblins are our fears. The goblins are the little voices that say, you can't do this, you can't go there, this will never happen, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Ignore the goblins. Goblins are there as teachers too, though. They teach us patience, they teach us empathy, they teach us compassion. So as these emotions come up for you, as the fears, as the goblins come up for you, be compassionate with yourself and these feelings. Rise above it. You'll see the picture clearly. Don't get sucked into drama. Okay, then we have Golden Palace. Again, this came up earlier for one of the other signs. Now, the Golden Palace is not necessarily about monetary abundance. This can be an abundance of time, an abundance of energy, an abundance of resources, an abundance of love. So you're going to get the abundance that you're after as a result of rising above the drama. Don't get sucked and drawn into the details. Don't overthink. Face your fears. Goblins are the keepers of treasure. Okay, like a TV game, when you play a game and there's a dark corner and you venture into the dark corner, there's goblins, but they're usually protecting something, like a treasure. Okay, so you'll get your treasure as you face your fears and rise above the drama. Awesome week, very clear cut for you guys, it looks like. Okay, so that's Virgo. Now let's go to Libra. What guidance is here for our Libra people? That one, and that one. Okay, so Libra, compass. So this is about trusting your intuition that leads you to your true north. Your true north is everything that is your good, everything that is for your highest good. So trust your inner compass, your intuition. It knows what's good and right for you. Trust it implicitly and it'll lead you to where you need to be this week. Okay? Followed on by metamorphosis. Excuse me. This is all about change. And with this, I'm hearing we're not there yet. We're still changing, right? Butterflies take a long time to go from caterpillar to butterfly. You're going through a huge change right now, Libra. So trust your intuition to guide you through it. Don't get sucked into the drama around you, right? Self-care, I'm also hearing huge priority for you guys this week is self-care. Okay, then we have intention also. So this intention is also to do with focusing on what you want. This is the, you know when you have a bow and an arrow and you have a target, you keep your eye on the prize, you keep your eye on the intention. Your intuition will get you there. Your intuition will guide you baby step to get there. You're going through huge change. And I'm hearing you're worth it. These beautiful intentions that you have for your life, the beautiful intentions you have for yourself, you are worth it. Even though it takes time. The slower, the better, I'm hearing. Okay, beautiful. So that's Libra. Now let us look at excuse me, Scorpio. What guidance is here? What energy is here for Scorpio this week? Scorpio, we have these three. What is here for Scorpio? How appropriate. Dragon's Lair. Okay, so Scorpio energy is all about power and strength and control. Okay, now the Dragon's Lair, this is about risk. And And Scorpio people love risk, don't you? Okay, so this week talks about you're going to have to face the dragon's lair, right? Because there is where lies your treasure, but there's always an element of danger attached to it. So this card is all about knowing what you want, right? Going for it, but also just do be a little bit cautious. We don't want to wake up the dragon, okay? We just want to get our treasure and go. We don't want to have to get into a bit of a debacle with the dragon. So be mindful of your fears. Don't let your fears keep you in the dragon's lair either. It's time to break free of restriction, I'm hearing. You guys are wanting freedom this week, right? So embrace your freedom. Your freedom lies in your choices. Remember that. So face your fears, get your treasure, and go. Don't linger in a place for too long. That's not good for you. Okay. So there's that. Then we have ride the wave, which is go with the flow, surrender to life on life's terms. Okay. Then we have education. So this is all about expanding yourself. So as you come out of the dragon's lair, you know what you want. Don't hang around in a place that doesn't really serve you. Go with the flow. You need some education on this. So what you're wanting to do next, experience next, or what have you, educate yourself. Maybe get some information. Maybe take on a new hobby where you learn something new. Educate yourself more on where you're at, what you can do about it, and where you need to be. Okay? Knowledge is power, as they say. Okay, so that's Scorpio. Now let's look at Sagittarius. What guidance is here now for our Sagittarian friends among us? Our sparkly Sagittarius peeps. Okay, here we have strength. Okay, so please notice this lady is standing there and she's balancing the world on one hand and she's standing on a rock and she's just trying to get to where she wants to be. So this card is saying, yes, even though life might feel like it's a bit tough at the moment, please know you've got this. You're stronger than you could ever think, right? You've got this. You're strong. Okay. The next card says wide open. So this card is all about opportunity, the future, focusing on where you want to be. So you have the strength, the confidence, you have what it takes to get to where you want to be. You just need to trust yourself more, I'm hearing. Confidence. Goblins. Everybody's getting goblins this week, it seems. So this is all about facing our fears, right? Because as we face our fears and do things anyway, we realize what the goblins were holding hostage in the first place, and they were holding our gifts hostage. When we face our fears, we realize we have a strength we didn't know that we had opportunities that we did not know were there. So in other words, if we don't go and explore what's there where those goblins are, we'd never find treasure, right? So that is a beautiful, beautiful message for you guys this week. Know that you're strong, you are gifted, you're talented, you have everything that it takes to take some risks, to be daring, to get to where you want to be. You just want to not listen to your goblins that tell you that you're not good enough and you're not worthy and you don't have enough money and you don't have enough time, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Your goblins hold your treasure. As in you realize you're more powerful, you're more stronger, you're more abundant, you're more of everything than what you thought. This is a stunning week for you guys, I'm hearing. Okay, so that is Sagittarius. Let's see what guidance is here for our Capricorn sparkly peeps. Capricorn, what is here for you guys? Capricorn, we have Field of Dreams. Please notice all those little eggs and those fairies. So this card talks about nurturing your dreams, taking action on your goals, and also just being wary of how you garden this field, okay? This card speaks about your intentions for the future, the intentions for yourself. What is it that you really want? What are you co-creating with the divine here, okay? And know that your creations are precious. They're still busy growing. They haven't quite cracked open yet. So your dreams are nearly there, but do not plant weeds in your garden. Okay, the weeds are the, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, it's not going to work out, it's taking too long, blah, blah, blah. Those are weeds. So this week, tend to the field of your dreams. Pull out the weeds. We don't need the weeds. They create drama and they choke the life out of what we're trying to grow here. Okay, movement. And then as a result of you doing that, you're going to have some fast forward movement. Things are going to start to happen for you, right? So as you are mindful of your thoughts, things click into place, bearing in mind once again that the universe always proves our beliefs to be correct, right? What sticks out for me is that little air balloon in the distance. So this really does talk about a physical move as well. So this card is a brilliant omen if you're wanting to make a physical move, whether you want to move home or move your business. There's movement, action, okay? That's happening. So this is a good omen. It means it'll click into place if that's what you want. But remember, you've got to be mindful of how you feel and think about it. And then we have come together. Isn't that beautiful? This card talks about support. And this brings us back to our main video of the energy for the week, that we are being supported. We have people around us that have our back, right? So whether it be your friends, your partners, your children, your family, your co-workers, you don't have to do this all by yourself, Capricorn, okay? You have support to get to where you want to be. Stunning. Okay, now let's see what energy is here, what guidance is here for our Aquarian sparkly peeps. What guidance is here for Aquarius? Let's see, we have one, that one just kind of jumps out. Okay, Aquarius, we have ride the wave. So this is all about going with the flow, no struggling, no resistance, no overthinking either. Aquarians love to overthink. So now's the time to ride the wave, go with the flow. Then we have rescue. Now this card talks about two things. First of all, you might be feeling like you're in a little bit of victim mode here, like life's not really going the way you want it to. You're waiting for somebody to fix it. And Spirit is saying, you're going to fix it. You are your best savior, okay? And they're saying that instead of looking at this house that seems to be kind of not built on a very firm foundation here, right? Rise above it, like that little air balloon is. Rise above it. See your picture a little bit more clearly, right? Have a look and see, ooh, I'm hearing the words take ownership, take accountability. Where have you maybe accidentally created a little bit of drama in your world? Take a bit of accountability. This is also ties into that justice card that came up for all of us in the beginning of the week, right? Have a look and see, where did you accidentally contribute to this? Because you definitely didn't intend it. You definitely didn't intend for there to be drama in your life. Of course not. Nobody wakes up saying, today I want to make drama. Nobody does that, right? So take a little bit of accountability and see, okay, this is where maybe I went a bit wrong, or maybe I went a little bit off track. But you know what? I learned something from it, okay? There's a lesson in everything. So take what you've learned and just know that you can rescue yourself. You can fix this. They show me the analogy of a person drowning in a shallow pool of water. But if they just stand up, they're not drowning anymore, okay? So just have a look and see, how can you save yourself by making a different decision, making a different choice, choosing something better, raising your standards, right? Looking at higher ideals and an easier way of being instead of dealing with difficulty. Okay, so that's quite a potent message, right? Then the next aspect of this card is do not try and rescue other people. You have too much for yourself going on this week, Aquarius, and for you to try and save everyone else. Make sure you've got your own oxygen mask on before you try and help anybody else. Okay, now the next one, we have peaks of joy. So there's some really good stuff here, you guys. You know, there really is. And please notice the lightness. We have ride the wave. It's lightness of heart. It's floating on the water, going with the current rather than against it. Here we have this rescue. We're feeling stuck, trapped. Well, nobody's coming to save you. You're going to save yourself. You need to do a rocking job of it too, because as a result of that, you set yourself free. If you look at this lady, she's jumping up in the air, and she's floating above the drama. She's full of joy. Life is peachy. So there's some real freedom. Freedom as you change your story, I'm hearing loudly. Freedom of the, I'm not a victim anymore. I'm not choosing horrible things in my life anymore. I'm choosing different. I experience joy as a result. How awesome is that? Okay, so what guidance is here now for Our Pisces friends, Pisces. What guidance is here for our sparkly Pisces? And that one, Pisces, we have commitment. Okay, this ties in with the loyalty card that came up in our earlier energetic overview for the week. So here, Pisces, you're being called to review your commitments to others, as in those relationships, those friendships, those commitments, are they still serving you, right? If so, nurture them. Maybe you needing to recommit if you've been feeling a little bit detached from others this week, right? Be committed to the task at hand, to the healthy relationships in front of you. Don't be afraid to bring your all, okay? The next one says solitude. Okay, so here this tells me balance. Okay, so be committed, show up in the relationships that are healthy and good for you. Oh, that's a good one. Also be committed to your own self, right? So give yourself some self-care, some love, some peace, some quiet. So balancing out your commitments with others with solitude for yourself as well is very important. Then the next card, intention. This card has come up so many times. Okay, now this card is all about what is it that you want? Time to make some wishes this week. Set your intentions for what you know and feel is good and right for you. Because as we set our intentions and we know that we deserve them, they have no choice but to happen in divine timing, though. That's the catch. Okay, so there you go, you guys. There's your reading for the week ahead. I hope that helps you, and just have yourself an amazing week. Take care. Lots of love. See you again next week. Bye.